Hey guys, this is Gian of Gadget Pilipinas. Kamusta naman kayo? Welcome to a brand new Before You Buy video. Today, I'll walk you through the things and features that you need to know about the newly announced Huawei Nova 9 SE. Huawei sent over this device for us to experience, but before we start, I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and also the notification bell for more videos like this in the future. Now, you're probably wondering, why would Huawei launch the Nova 9 SE if there's still a Nova 9 in the market? You can probably look at this in this perspective. The Nova 9 SE is targeted towards those who are after content creation but less on gaming. While I'm not dismissing its 6nm chipset, you'll later discover based on specs that this phone is really after those who are into taking photos and a bit of videos and post these contents on social media. But before we get there, here's a look at the specifications compared to the Nova 9 that I talked about last November. Now, if you're after chipset and everything that tickles your tech fancy, you need to know that this is powered by a 6nm Snapdragon 680 4G. Based on configuration, the device will appear to have similar clock speed compared to the Nova 9. However, the Cryo SoC architecture installed on both devices are entirely different, which impacts overall performance. The Nova 9 SE is packed with Cryo 265 Gold and Silver chipsets, while the Nova 9 has near flagship Cryo 670 chipsets. Now, I ran a few benchmarks on the Nova 9 SE with performance mode disabled, and my experience were met. The Nova 9 SE display is bigger in terms of screen real estate. It sports a 6.78-inch IPS LCD display with up to 90Hz refresh rate. Yep, there's no OLED screen here this time around, so expect its display performance a little lower than the one on the Nova 9 and a bit on the Nova 8 SE. Regardless, if you take a look at this side-by-side comparison, you can barely see the difference when looking at the same content. And honestly, I don't mind the 90Hz refresh rate either, as 120Hz refresh rate only comes in handy on supported games and applications, which isn't that much as of the moment. Ngayon naman pag-usapan natin ang cameras ng Nova 9 SE. The rear camera of the Nova 9 SE is probably its best feature. It features a 108-megapixel AI quad camera system, which dwarfs the camera setup of last year's Nova 8 SE. This allows you to capture high-quality images with crystal clear detail. Now, to understand how this new camera setup works, 108 megapixels help retain details and produce higher definition photos. The main camera itself features a large 1 by 1.52-inch sensor, which is made to produce photos at excellent resolution and light sensitivity. Huawei also has this camera technology called 9-in-1 pixel technology that combines data from blocks of pixels into an ultra-large pixel equivalent to 2.1 microns in order to increase image brightness. I feel like this is something similar to non-node binning technology, which is almost employs the same photography process that involves large senses and smart AI. Apart from its main 108-megapixel lens, the Nova 9 SE is also packed with usual 8-megapixel ultra-wide, 2-megapixel macro, and another 2-megapixel for depth sensing, making this a creative powerhouse for mobile creators. I managed to take some portrait photos, and as you can see, these seem to be ready for posting or printing with zero to minimal post-processing. You cannot take videos up to 4K, unfortunately. There's also no 60 FPS mode on other video resolutions. Squall, what's up? What, Squall? What up? What up, Squall? What do you want, bro? The Huawei Nova 9 SE has a 16-megapixel front-facing camera, which is half the size of the Nova 9. Despite this megapixel cut, it still manages to take decent photo and video selfies. If taking 4K selfies interests you, it's also important to note that the Nova 9 SE lacks this capability on its front-facing camera. Alright, so this is a sample video recording using the Huawei Nova 9 SE. As you can see, this is at 30 FPS 1080p. There is no 4K resolution on the Nova 9 SE. Here are some of the sample photos and videos I took using the Huawei Nova 9 SE. Okay, so let's talk about software. Nova 9 SE runs on EMUI 12.0.1 on top of Android 12. You get the usual features found on Huawei smartphones, including its device collaboration features. As usual, you get access to App Gallery, which allows you to download some of the top applications found on Google Play Store. This does not have native GMS support, but I managed to install a version of Google Play Store via GSpace that can be downloaded via App Gallery. Now, in terms of battery life, I only managed to run an artificial benchmark because I have not yet spent enough time with this device. I encourage you to check my full review very soon. For now, here's the result of my battery benchmark using PCMark. It surprisingly managed to stay up for 12 hours and 23 minutes with 20% battery juice remaining. Now, just a couple of notes here. If you're coming from Huawei Nova 8, you'll find the battery of this one pretty jacked up a bit. It now has 4,000 mAh battery as opposed to last year's 3,800 mAh battery. Nevertheless, I don't expect much from this battery, but hey, it'll be nice to see how it'll perform in real-world applications. Now, in terms of connectivity, the Huawei Nova 9 SE is dual SIM capable and up to 4G data connection. No 5G here. In terms of other connection options, the Wi-Fi is compatible up to Wi-Fi AC, not Wi-Fi 6, unfortunately. The Bluetooth is up to 5.0, not 5.1 or 5.2, and has the necessary GPS modules like AGPS, GLONASS, and BDS. Well, that's it for the important things that you need to know about the Huawei Nova 9 SE. As of the production of this video, Huawei has not yet announced the SRP of this device, so check back in this video for updates in the description box. Watch out for my full review very soon, which I'll be publishing on our website. I'll also have another dedicated video specific to this phone's photography features. So be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when it drops. Again, this has been Gian, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye!